And then Leah, you can get started whenever you're ready.
All right, good morning, everyone. I was trying to find a way that I could meet with all of the students at once, and suddenly I thought, this is the way to do it. So good morning. I want to talk to you today about two things. The first is the attendance that we have here at our school, and the second is about the student survey that you all completed. So I want to start with the first thing. I'm worried that students are leaving the building around 12 o'clock and not coming back for the afternoon. This is a problem for two reasons. One, you are missing instruction. Two, when I design a program, I design the program based on how many students are here. If I think you're going to be here and you're not, then your teacher has spent time and effort to prepare a lesson for you, and I have spent time and effort to provide you with a teacher. What I need from you is your regular attendance. I know that many of you have appointments, and I know that many of you have other responsibilities. I'm asking you to remember, number one, you can tell people I can't have a doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock because I have class. I can have a doctor's appointment at 3 or 8 a.m. That's what I do, and that's what our teachers do. So you can always tell people, I can't take an appointment then because I'm in school. Please consider that, because every time you leave here in the middle of the day, you miss learning for yourself. And your greatest commitment should be to yourself and your education. So that was my first thing. Please come every day and stay all day. Your teachers plan for you, and we expect you to be here. Okay, number two is the student survey. And I wanted to share with you what you and your fellow students think about OASIS. I'm sure everyone remembers when you filled this out a couple of weeks ago. So you can see that most of the students that filled out this survey are from our ESL program, but there are still others from GED and CTE. Most of you like or really like coming to OASIS. That makes me really happy. Most of you agree that your teacher really cares about you, and that is true. Most of you believe that your teacher helps you when you're confused. And most of you think this school is a friendly place to be. That also makes me happy. The school principal cares about me. Now, this is where we start running into some problems. So I am the school principal, and I promise you, I do care about you. But maybe I didn't show you, and so I need to figure that out. If I have a problem at school, I know who to talk to about it. Most people know who to talk to, but I see that 10 people don't know who to talk to. You can always start with your teacher. If you have a problem, please tell your teacher. Your teacher will help connect you to other people. So what's your favorite thing about being at OASIS? A lot of people like learning English. It makes me really happy that so many of you had so many things to say about the work that we're doing here. And then I asked you to help me think about how we could make OASIS even better. And you said longer lunch, all about field trips, more food in the cafeteria. Lunch, lunch, lunch. Driving education. More professions for women, lunch. More professions. Cleanliness of the gym providing food. Okay. So I want you to know that the staff and I really listened to and read all of these suggestions. And I have some good news. Number one, when we come back from Christmas vacation, we're going to have the cafeteria open with hot food that our culinary program will be providing. So, yay! Okay, lunch is coming soon. All right. Cleanliness of the cafeteria and the building in general. I am working very hard to keep our building clean. We are struggling for a number of reasons. It's important that you help me keep this building clean. We all have a role to play. Please don't leave garbage. Please pick things up off the floor. If you make a mess in the bathroom, please come tell someone so we can get it clean, okay? I need your help on keeping this building clean. But I'm also working very closely with our custodial staff to identify places where we could be doing a better job. And then driving classes. We are going to start driving classes again soon. There, of course, are things that you have to, or requirements you have to meet to get into them. One is that you will need 100 hours of class time before you're eligible to take that. But we think it's important. We know you want it, and we're going to get it for you. The other thing you said was you needed more field trips. We are working on it. We have a number of ideas, and after the break, you're going to start to see some more opportunities to get you out into the community and seeing what it is that we have to offer here. So I don't want to take up any more of Stacy's time because I jumped in here and I stole 10 of her minutes. But I wanted to let you all know those two important things. First important thing, attendance. I plan for you to be here every day. Your teachers plan for you to be here every day, all day. I look forward to seeing you all here this afternoon. Number two, we listened to you with your staff survey, or your student survey. We listened, and we have plans to address the areas that you identified. So keep me accountable, check in on me, but I promise you're going to see some stuff coming soon. So with that, Stacy, I leave it to you.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying this great, lovely Wednesday. And thank you for inviting me to this fantastic meeting. So I'm gonna share my screen. All right, and we're gonna get started. So today, our presentation today is on banking. So the City of Rochester partner up with Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Rochester, New York to do all their financials. So that's how we're called the Rochester Financial Empowerment Center. Our main focus, our pillar is banking, savings, and credit and debt. So banking is a hot topic. So that's my topic today. Like I say, my name is Stacy Walker with the Rochester Financial Empowerment Center. I'm here every Wednesday, most of the time. Now I should be here now all the time at this point. Vacation done. But I'm located in room 209. So I'm actually right next door to Olivia. So we're neighbors. We're neighbors. And I'm in the office here on Wednesdays, 8:30 to 4. Keep in mind, you can always give me a text. And that's 585-736-9214. You can stop by, you can give me a call, whatever it is, I can definitely assist you. And I do work Monday through Friday. Mondays I do work 11 to 8, and Tuesday through Friday 8 to 5. So like I say, our topic today is banking and lending. What is a bank? You know, people always ask the question, right? What is banking and how does banking works? Banks are insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, also known as FDIC. You will see that on the bank's logos. You'll see it when you go to the ATM machine. So you're going to see that FDIC. Keep in mind that's the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which making them safe place to deposit money. So everybody want their banking to be safe, know that they can go to the bank. Savers are paid a small percentage of the deposit amount based on an interest rate. So keep that in mind. All banks have it. The Federal Reserve allows banks to lend up to an entire amount of its deposit. So if you look at your paycheck, this is pretty much what they allow up to for the deposit or for you to take money out. Profit is made by charging higher interest rates on their loans than they pay for deposits. So keep that in mind. People ask the question, banking versus credit unions. You hear that so many times. What's the difference? What's the difference? Well, we got it here. So banks are just all banks. This will include, like, just to give you a couple examples, Bank of America, Citizens, Chase, M&T. Those are regular banks. For the banking side, investors own. They can tentatively have higher fees, tend to have more locations. More locations will be, I would say, out of town. You can go to, I would just say, New York City, and they'll have a Bank of America. Most of the bankings, regular banks like M&T, Bank of America, interest rates can be somewhat higher, and you know they're all insured by FDIC insured. So keep that in mind. Credit unions. What is a credit union? They're local banks. There'll be like a ESL, Federal Credit Union, Family First, Advantage Federal Credit Union, Summit Federal Credit Unions, anything. They're local banks. So with the credit unions, they're member owned. They tentatively have lower fees. They're more targeted locations. They're in your community versus out of town banks. They often lower interest rates, and they also insured FDIC. So keep that in mind when you're looking at banks, when you're trying to open up a bank account. Sorry, I need to move my screen over. Find a bank that works for you. What works for me may not necessarily work for you. So keep that in mind when you're looking to find a bank. If you already have a bank account but don't know what to do with it, keep in mind we have questions. Had problems with a bank in the past, don't even know where to start when it comes to getting a bank account or taking a loan out. Guess what? I am here to help. I'm definitely here to help you find what bank works best for you. Now, getting set up a safe and affordable bank will help set you for financial success in years to come. Like I say, once again, we're definitely here to answer here. I say here, we, but me or the agency. It's 4 of us total, but I'm here for Oasis. I'm here to help you answer questions and to help you with your journey for the financial success of your banking account. So keep that in mind. Just move my screen over a little bit. Safe and affordable checking accounts. The City for Financial Empowerment Fund. This is our, I would say, my overhead, the top people, the top people for me. They have identified some key factors of bank accounts that ensure the account is safe and affordable for those who are new to or getting back on track with banking. So keep in mind, we do have that. It's called Bank On. Um, we have tons of information about it. You can look at this website, I'm sorry. But we also have pamphlets and stuff that we can give out as well when needed. But just keep that in mind. We do have that information when you're trying to decide which bank is better for you. Sorry, I keep moving my screen over. Bank accounts and online services. So bank and interest rates. So these are just some of the services that they offer. Check systems. They just want to check and make sure if you're in the system. So if something happened in the past, they will definitely let you know. That would be something like a bounce check, overdraft on your account. So some of that may apply for the check systems when they're checking for your name. Online banking services, loan borrowing, and investments, retirement strategies. So keep that in mind when you're looking at different banks and what you want them to assist you with. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. This is also known as CFPB. What do they do, you ask? They protect consumers from unfair, deceptive practices, provides tools to consumers to help make safe financial decisions, acts against predatory companies that violate consumer financial laws. They monitor financial markets for risk, and they also assist with consumer complaints. And I can say I had a few clients that were able to have a complaint, and they did assist them with that issue, that concern, and they were happy with the results. So they do have great results of what the people that I referred over to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So that's a great way if you have any complaints with predatory lenders. I'm sorry. I went too fast. Now, banking, just to give you some knowledge behind some of the words that you may see around with banking. Non-sufficient funds, also known as NSF fees, and I would say NSF or non-sufficient funds fee may occur when your check or electronic authorization is not paid due to lack of funds in your account. This is commonly referred to as returned or bounced check. So what if you only have $100 in your account and something you try to make a purchase for $125? So because you only have $100 in your account, $125, that just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. They return it because it's not sufficient. Overdraft. You will also know this wording as well. An overdraft occurs when you don't have enough money in your account to cover the transaction, but the bank pays the transaction anyway. You can overdraw your account through checks, ATM transactions, debit card purchases, automatic bill payments, and electronic or in-person withdrawals. Many banks and credit unions offer overdraft protection programs in which the bank or credit union generally pays the transaction and charges you a fee in addition to requiring repayment of the overdraft account. Overdrafts can also be covered through a transfer of funds from a linked account, credit card, or line of credit. And you can also go to this website as well, consumerfinance.gov. So you can keep that in mind about that if you wanted some more information about that. Types of lending. So we got mortgage bankers, direct lenders, or secondary market. Mortgage bankers, they help borrowers to find a mortgage. So if you're looking for a house, that's what they do. They're also commission-based services. Direct lenders, that means you're going directly to the bank. They provide mortgages. Loans come directly from that institution. So whatever bank you go to, that's where you're going to get your home from. Secondary markets, they also provide mortgages, but mortgages come through a secondary lender. So even though they're assisting you, I'll just say trying to purchase a house, they just mortgage your account somewhere else. So keep that in mind. Hope you love these pictures here. All right, this is our time for questions, concerns. Please ask questions. If you don't have questions, here is my contact information. Also, I can put up the other slide for the other, if you want to do a one-on-one, I'll be happy. And I'm actually, let me just go back up here to my information here, that you can give me a text. And we can also discuss this on a one-on-one. So please don't be scared. Don't be hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be glad to assist you with all your banking questions. And I believe I see something in the chat.
Yeah, I think there's two questions in the chat, Stacy. The first one is from John's class. Can you help people to get a bank account?
I can assist you with finding the right bank for you. I can't go, unfortunately. I can't go to the bank with you, but I'll be glad to help you get a bank account, see what bank works best for you. And they just have to go there to the bank.
Cool. And I think Martha's question was kind of the same. Yeah, can you help a student open an account, which you just answered. Does anybody else have any other questions before we end the meeting?
And also you have to just be
Can I ask one quick question?
18 and up. And for me to assist you, 18 and up, I'll be glad to assist. And I'm sorry, I didn't hear the other
One quick
person.
question about
Yes, please.
do you know any, or do you, I guess maybe if there's a list that exists, but banks where there's someone available who speaks languages other than English?
That's a great question. I'm not sure what the bank have, but that'll be a question that I don't mind calling together with the person who needs some assistance other than, I'll say, English or Spanish. So yes, we can. Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Here's another question, Stacy. How long do you need to have a bank account before you can take out a loan?
Every bank is different. I noticed that with credit unions, they tend to have you wait at least 90 days. But every bank have their own, I would just say they just have their own rules. So I would definitely encourage you to whichever bank it is. I'm a caller. I like to call banks to say, hey, you know what works for you. But generally speaking, some banks, I would say be a member at least 60 days before they start to lend. But it'll just be a matter of calling. And I see another question here. Do you help with EBT or food stamps? Unfortunately, I do not help with that, but I can give the number for someone to call. Like I say, we can do it together. It's just certain parts that, let's say, to assist with, but I don't mind having a session and we can call together if that's something they want to do. If you don't see another say question in there, if you don't have a job, are there any banks that would give you a credit card? It's hard to say that because they look at the fact that how are you going to pay me back? So what is your means of paying back a credit card if you don't have a job? So that'd be kind of hard to get approved only because there's no income. Any other questions? I promise I don't bite. I promise I don't. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to help. So questions, concerns, everybody got my number here. I'm here on Wednesdays. Like I say, no more vacation time. I'm done. I'm done. Wednesdays, 8:30 to 4. I'll be glad to assist. Another question here, how can you help someone with debt depending on what it is? It's a matter of calling. It's a matter of what can a person pay? Come see me, text me, so because everybody's situation is different. Can we help? Yes. Now it'll just be a matter of what the other person can do on their end. But yes, I can help someone with debt. You're quiet here, people. It's the code. No worries.
Stacy also provided everybody with a handout comparing different banks in the area. So you guys will also have that handout too, if you want to refer back to it. All right, if there are no other questions, we can go ahead and end the meeting. So thank you so much, Stacy, for your presentation, and thanks for being here for everybody.
My pleasure, Olivia. Thank you for having me.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.